Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about 2.3 in your Unit 2 packet. Just reviewing how do we multiply and divide fractions as well as decimals. Let's get going. All right, as per usual, let's start with our I can statement. So I can multiply and divide. And divide rational numbers. So remember, a rational number is made by dividing two integers, so that can be a fraction or a decimal. Okay? So remember, to multiply fractions, you're just going to multiply the top times the top and the bottom times the bottom. It's a little blurry. That's okay. So we're going to multiply the numerators together. And numerator. Okay. So the top numbers, 2 times 3 is 6 over. Then we multiply the denominators together. So denominator times denominator. So that would be 4 times 5, which is 20. That's it. Top times top, bottom times bottom. So for dividing fractions, we're going to keep the first fraction the same and multiply by the reciprocal, which means 6 over 8, its reciprocal is 8 over 6. So you flip them, or you can remember keep, switch, flip. So keep the first one the same, switch division to multiplication, then flip that second fraction, 6 over 8, to be 8 over 6. And then you can just multiply top times top. So 5 times 8 is 40, over 7 times 6 is 42. That's it. So keep the first one, switch to multiplication, flip the second fraction. So reducing fractions, we've done this a bit. It's also called simplifying fractions, reducing fractions, fractions in simplest form. They all mean the same thing, okay? Whenever you have a fractional answer, you must reduce the fraction, okay? So what that means is I'm going to divide, the numerator and denominator by the same number. And you can use greatest common factor. That works. There we go. Okay. So if I'm going to reduce 18 over 27, I'm going to think, what can I divide both 18 and 27 by? Well, I know I can start with 3. Okay, 18 divided by 3 is 6. 27 divided by 3 is 9. And you're going to repeat that process until you can't divide them evenly anymore. I know 6 and 9 are both divisible by 3 again, which gives me 2 over 3. And then the only thing left that 2 and 3 share is 1, so I'm done. Can't divide them evenly anymore. Okay? So to multiply fractions, top times top, bottom times bottom. To divide fractions, keep, switch, flip. Keep the first fraction the same, switch to multiplication, flip the second fraction. And then to reduce, you're just going to think, what can I divide both of these by? And do that till you can't no mo. Okay, so decimals, a few more steps, okay? So to multiply decimals, like 1.25 times 2.7, you're going to pretend like the decimal points aren't even there. And you're just going to multiply like normal. So 125 times 27. 7 times 5 is 35. Carry the 3. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 3 is 17. Carry the 1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. I'm going to cross those carryovers off because I already used them. So now that I'm moving out of the ones place and to the tens place, I'm going to go down a row and put a 0 in the ones place because I'm starting in the tens place. So now I have 2 times 5 is 10. Write down the 0, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then 2 times 2 is 2. Sorry, 2 times 1 is 2. Then I'm going to add these together. 5, 7, 13, 3. Okay. So I'm going to count how many numbers there are after a decimal in both numbers. So there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to move that decimal point from here to the left 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3.375. Okay? Dividing decimals, okay? So remember that if I have 13.6 divided by, there you go, divided by 0.8, the 13.6 goes inside the little house. Divided by 0.8, okay? So I have to move this decimal point enough times so that it's after all of my numbers. So I need to move it once. What I do on the outside, I need to do on the inside. So it's going to go there now. So now it looks like 136 divided by 8. Okay, they're just going to divide like normal. 8 does not go into 1, but 8 does go into 13 one time. And then my 6 comes down. 13 minus 8 is 5. The 6 comes straight down. Okay. And then 8 goes into 56 7 times, because 8 times 7 is 56. And my decimal point was right here, so it goes straight up. So this should be 17. Okay? So to multiply decimals, just multiply the numbers, pretend like the decimal's not there for a second. Then you're gonna, after you find that answer, you're gonna count how many numbers there are after a decimal in both numbers. So like here, there's 1, 2, 3. So I moved my decimal point from the end, 1, 2, 3. And that's where it went. To divide decimals, you move the decimal on the outside enough times so that it's after all the numbers, and then you have to match that number of times on the inside, and then just divide like normal. Wherever your decimal place lands is where it goes in your answer. All right, so we have some practice. I'll help you set up a couple, okay? So I'll help you set up some in level 2. So 7, let's do 11.61 divided by 0.1. I'm just going to set it up for you. I'm not going to do it for you, but I'll start it. through. Okay. So 11.61 goes inside, 0.1 goes outside. Move the decimal point 1 to the left so that it's 1 on the outside. And then you're just going to divide like normal, and your decimal point is going to go straight up here. Okay? To set up 2/5 divided by 12. I'm going to make 12 into a fraction by putting it over 1. Then we're going to keep, switch, flip to multiply. So keep 2/5, switch to multiplication, flip the second fraction. And then I'll let you do it from there. All right. Pay attention to how many problems it says to complete on your page. Nice work. Good luck. Have fun.